channel. Today I'm going to walk you through one of my favorite game day meals. If you are looking for a meal to feed a large group, this is a good one, and there's minimal prep required for this one. It does take a while to smoke, but in the end it's worth it. So today we are serving pulled pork sandwiches. So I'm going to get this put into the crock pot. We'll throw some barbecue sauce on there, lather it up really good, and then when everybody is ready, we'll throw out some buns and some chips and have a pretty simple meal, but it will taste delicious. So that's what we're cooking today, and stay tuned and we'll get into how I made this pulled pork. Okay, the first step of this is going to be trimming the pork shoulder of some of the excess fat. We'll go ahead and get started on that here. You don't have to do a lot. So next we're going to apply this binder. We're going to use extra virgin olive oil. You can use whatever works for you. You can use water here. You can use other types of oil. I just have this on hand, so this is what we'll be using. Now all this is going to do is this is just really going to give us, this is a binding agent that's just going to make it easier for the rub to stick to the pork. Alright, with the binder applied, we can go ahead and apply the rub to the pork. Now this is just a rub that we like to use, and I've pre-mixed it, but you can really use whatever you want to use. This is just one that I prefer. I'm just gonna rub this all over real good. I'm gonna make sure we get the sides, get the bottom and the top. Alright, that part is done. I'm covered in the rub here, so I'm going to get cleaned up and then we are ready to get this thing on the smoker. You're here by the smoker. We have this at around 200, 220. So we've got some apple wood in there and the smoke is starting to come out, as you can see here. The key for this one is really a slow cook. We'll be doing this one overnight. I'm going to maintain this temperature between 200 and 220 for the next 14 hours, or until the pork reaches an internal temperature of 195 degrees. So I'm going to monitor this one via an app on my phone using the meter app, and then I'll come out through it periodically throughout the night and throw some more charcoal on, throw some more wood on, and kind of check on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pork on the smoker and get it started. Okay, the temperature is now at 165. We are ready to take this off and get the pork wrapped. Alright, and that looks and smells delicious. So we'll go ahead and get it wrapped. Alright, so we're off the smoker, we've got this in here, we're now ready to wrap it. This is a part that I'm not great at. I always seem to wrap these things different every time, so hopefully I can ace it while you guys are watching, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. So we'll go ahead and just get it wrapped and get it back on the smoker. And because I can't ever wrap it very good, I've got this butcher's twine here that I'm going to use to secure it. Alright, so now we can go ahead and get this back on the smoker It's all wrapped and ready to go. This butcher paper will still allow smoke to penetrate it, so this will continue to get smoke for the next several hours, and I will come out throughout the evening and throw some more charcoal on it, throw some more wood on there just to keep that fire going. It's getting kind of late here, but I'll get a few hours of sleep here and there, come out, check on it, and should be done early morning. So we'll be back early morning. Okay, it's time to take this off the smoker. Alright, so I've got this off the smoker. The temperature reached 195. So now it's just time to rest. The resting time for this is anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. I stick with typically the 2 hours, but if I'm going to need to drag this out because I'm serving it at a certain time and I know I don't want it to dry out because it's been sitting out too long, I will move it to a cooler with towels. That'll give me the ability to drag it out up to about 4 hours, but typically we're going to go with about 2 hours. Alright, so we'll let this rest and we'll come back here in a couple of hours. We are ready to uncover and that looks great. I guess I'm just gonna take the bone out here. Let's see, that comes right out. And then I should just be able to break this apart pretty good. I've got the claws there if I need them. So once I get this good and broken apart, I can just follow back along with those claws and shred it a little more. But it's not going to need too much because it's just falling apart, which is exactly what you want. Alright, so I've got that separated and it honestly looks delicious. It's steaming and it's moist and it is ready for me to taste this. Grab a piece here. That's really good. That's really good. Alright, so I'm gonna have to feed some kids and get everybody else fed before I tear through this. So I'm gonna go, and as always, if you have anything to add, if you have opinions, suggestions, or questions, please feel free to leave a message there in the comments. Please like the video and be sure to check out any of my other content, and thanks for watching.